Hey everybody, this is Andy with Patterson Adjuster Training. I'm here with Danielle Boyette, who just completed the 3-day training, and so I wanted to get her opinion on what she thought about it. So Danielle, what did you think about the 3-day training? Was it as tough as you thought it would be? Did it help you as much as you thought it would? What did you think?
Well, thank you for having me,
You're
Andy.
welcome.
And I thought it was awesome. It was informative. It's exactly what I needed, that one-on-one training. I mean, you can get a lot of training on YouTube for, you can see it, but you can't touch it. So here I was able to get the one-on-one, go up on the roof, get my jitters out, and then have someone with experience to teach me what I would most likely miss my first, on my first deployment. So I definitely appreciate it, and it was 100% worth it. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. So one of the things that always surprises me is when folks get on the roof, how unsteady on their feet they are. And so the one thing that you can't simulate on videos or doing mock-ups is Danielle was getting on the ladder and her tool belt caught on the ladder, and she recovered really nice. Maybe some people would have caused them to fall off the ladder, but you didn't. You recovered real nice. And so the one thing that she did getting on the ladder from that point forward, she spun her tool belt around where it didn't hang on the ladder. And then just measuring out the test squares, you were a little unsteady on your feet, but by the end of that, you did great.
Thank you.
So
I was still nervous. Don't let them, don't let them fool you. I was still nervous, but I do think, of course, practice makes perfect. So it was a lot of mental anxiety, but I know I want this enough to, just make an attempt at it. It wasn't a steep roof. Was it 6?
yeah, so the roof, this part that we're sitting in was a 612, and then the part behind the camera was a 712.
I didn't do the 712.
She did do the 712, not all of it, but some of it.
Right.
The one thing that we also did is we did some elevations. We have some siding that's blown off the back of the house, and she did that really good. She did the measurements. She had to put in the dimensioning tool and Xactimate. I don't want to give away everything that we do here because then you guys have no reason to come. But we do a lot of scoping. We do a lot of drywall. And one of the things that is really kind of hard for new adjusters is figuring out how to estimate drywall, because there's thousands of drywall textures out there. But what we talked about is you have to look at the drywall and determine, one, is there a texture? Like the wall behind us doesn't have any texture.
Right.
But if it did, how did that texture get on the wall? Was it put on the wall by hand or was it put on by machine? And so one of the things that me and Danielle talked about this week is think about how it was put on the wall. If you know it was put on the wall with a machine, then that's greatly going to reduce the line items that you're looking at. Most of the drywall texture in Xactimate is going to be DRY text. Either DRY text minus, text plus, text plus plus. And so we talked about that. So going forward, do you feel like you're ready for a deployment?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. Way more than I did before. Yeah, my confidence level in the 2.5 days has definitely soared. It's definitely. We did one where he caught me, which I thought I knew what I was doing when we first did the scoping. You saw me walking around like
Right.
do, and he'll catch you like ho ho ho. Is that how you're going to scope? You're going to take pictures. I thought I was taking pictures correctly, but he saw that I wasn't even examining the property as I go. So we stopped and he showed me, the correct way to do it. And and then even with my my laser and like pulling things out that's new, that's still in the box, that's my tool belt, everything I had was new. So, I don't want to be that person that looks, new or novice in the field in front of contractors, in front of customers and things. So I have the confidence. It's just another thing with knowing what you're doing. So now I have more confidence, and I know I'm better prepared to.
She did great, and the one thing she's talking about is, and maybe the directions from my part weren't real clear, but what she did is she walked around the house, she took her photos first, and then she was going to start her scope. Well, that is 2 trips around the house that could be consolidated into one. Because really what you want to do is start taking pictures and scoping and writing your scope notes down all in one trip. So when you're done with the front elevation, you're completely done with the front elevation. There's no reason to go back to the front elevation. That saves you time. It gets you more estimates or more inspections per day. Plus, if the insured has something that they need to do, you're not at their house as long and you're not disrupting their schedule. The other thing too that I feel pretty good about is having a trainer here, because there was a lot of times that she would finish an estimate and I would look at it and say, "Are you done with everything?" And she would say, "Yeah, I think so." I was like, "Are you sure you got everything that you want to add on there?" And then, so like one of the things was steep charge, which is easily overlooked.
But I got it.
It.
After you said it, you know, are you sure it registered?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's definitely helpful.
Yeah. And
I don't want to make a lot of errors on there. So it does help me to think twice. And then also, like I was doing, was to put them in a category or some type of thing to help me to know. Okay, well the wall, like you said, start with the ceiling.
Right.
Put the ceiling under the F9, and then you start with the things that need to go on the ceiling, and then you go to the walls, the things, and that would help me to stay on point with one thing at a time. Do you know what I mean? Because some estimates can be big, to where it gets a little overwhelming with the line items. So
yeah, and she did really good. She didn't really need much help on that because she was already using headers for her interior estimates, which were great. What I was telling her is, like, when you go into a room and there's a lot of damage, don't focus on the damage globally because you can get overwhelmed. So just focus on one thing, like the ceiling, get that done, walls, get that done, floor, and then before you know it, you've got that room scoped and estimated and you're moving on to the next room. So would you recommend this training for other people?
absolutely.
Okay, good. I appreciate that. So me and Danielle had a lot of fun this week. She learned a lot. I learned from her. So it's not just one way, and it is one-on-one training. If you do have a spouse or a family member or a friend that wants to come, obviously they can come too. But I really try to keep the classes small, just so you can learn more. We can do that one-on-one thing, because when you get deployed, chances are you're probably not going to have a trainer that's going to be shoulder to shoulder with you on every inspection. And so here I think I do 5 loss reports, and so essentially you're doing 5 to 6 real inspections here, and you have a trainer to help you through the scoping part of it, how to do pictures, file notes, estimates, line items, and everything. So if you're interested in the training, I'll put some links in the description below. And if you go to my website and see some dates that don't work for you, and you have a date that you may want to come, then send me an email and we can talk about it. Or if you just want to talk it over first, send me an email and we can talk about it. And if you're an IA firm out there and you want to deploy Danielle, because I feel like she's ready, then I'll put her information in the description below as well. And as always, appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.